Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 5 of Civilization 5 on Deity difficulty. Things are... what's the word? Things are going. We're progressing. I'm not too sure how this game's going to turn out. Like I said, I've never played Deity difficulty before, but so far things seem to be going relatively well. Don't want to jinx it, but not too bad. We could go ahead and sell some of our horses to Pedro. Because apparently he wants horses. Who else wants horses, actually? Rome. Well, we don't really want to make Pedro stronger. Let's try and sell to Rome instead. I can never remember what the value is of strategic resources. I think it's 5 gold per turn. No, maybe it's 4. 3. I can't remember. 2. I'm not selling them for 1 gold per turn. I can't remember what it is. It's usually 67 for 2. If I offer you 2, you give me 3 gold per turn. Yeah, there we go. It usually works out. It's a little bit of extra gold. I'm not using the horses for anything right now, so instead of them just sitting around collecting dust, might as well be getting a little bit of gold for them. One thing that I need to do that I completely forgot there is to... oh, look, here's Catholicism now. We've got... China and Spain both spamming us with their missionaries. Hopefully we will still get our own religion. Is there still a religion that can be founded? Yep, there's 1 left. Vods, you are working... you actually work in the sheep. That's not a bad tile to work at all. I'm quite happy I bought that tile now. You've finished the library, so that now you've finished the library, you probably... why can't you work on the ducal stable? Oh, because we don't have the sheep improved yet. That's fine then. So... we definitely want to get a granary here, simply because we just don't have any food going at all. So go ahead and work on that. Let's go... well, yeah, I'm going to let the stoneworks complete. 14 turns for the National College. So that's 18 turns altogether, which means we should get it by turn 150, just. And maybe the stoneworks will even knock a turn or 2 off. We only have marble here. It'll definitely be worth getting a stoneworks here in VODs because we've got the double stone. So not an awful lot happened on that turn. Let's go straight on to the next one. We will want to go over here and improve the sheep as soon as we can as well. Didn't appear to tick off China. You never can tell. Don't have a declaration of friendship yet. We're definitely going to want to try and do something to... look at that. Pocatello's now completed the Oracle. Yeah, Pocatello's going to get a little bit stompy unless we do something about him, I think. Again, on to the next turn, because there's not a lot we can do. And I think in order to really take Pocatello down... oh, look, is that Chinese? Well, yeah, there we go. Now it's back over to China's religion. I think ideally we want to try and get Rome, China and England to all attack Pocatello at the same time. Rome's actually pretty weak at the moment. We have ourselves a great profit, so let's go ahead and found a religion. We are going to be Voltology, as always, just because it's easier to see when it pops up in a list. Found a belief. Tithe is still available, always worth having tithe, free gold. And temples give extra culture. That's not bad. Temples give extra food. It's not an awful lot though. It's only +1 food. Religious community is still available. +1% production for each follower. Swords into plowshares can be quite useful as well, because I generally don't tend to be at war all that much. 15% faster growth rate can be good, except on high difficulty levels, because you're constantly chasing your own happiness. I think religious community is better. So we get some extra money, some extra production. We now have our own religion. Hopefully we can force Taoism out of both of these. It might be nice, though, if we can actually save up, and I'm going to queue them up, actually. I'm actually going to save up to purchase pagodas, and maybe we can get a pagoda in these 2 cities before we get rid of the Taoism. That would be ideal. So we'll do that. At least we've got a religion now. I didn't really expect to get one on Deity. I'm quite surprised that I did. So we're 1 turn away from finishing the stoneworks in Warsaw. National College is down to 12 turns, so we'll definitely get it before turn 150. So that's a good start. Could probably still do with a few more units. Definitely need some more trade routes. Is it worth getting a trade ship? No, we've still only got land routes available at the moment. You have finished that farm. Getting roads started. Getting roads started is not a bad idea. I think we're actually going to start working on that now. Let's at least use one of our workers to get the roads in place. It'll certainly help with stuff. I don't need open borders with you. You don't need open borders with me. And I'm not going to do it right now. I wonder, England, do you actually have civil service yet?
Go ahead.
Did one of us need... Neither players have it. Yeah. I'm wondering if just one of us needs it to get the open borders. We are working towards it. So you guys are going there. And you're going to construct a road. No. I've just said no once. Why do you think I'm going to change my mind? See, if I gave them open borders, it'd just make it easy for them to waltz in here with their missionaries and try and convert Warsaw. Hopefully that's not going to happen. We'll actually grow here in one turn, so we may even knock more turns off our National College. I guess we got the bonus production from our religion as well, so it's now down to 9 turns. So that'll be turn, what, 143 for the National College. That's pretty good on Deity, especially for my first attempt, I think. But yeah, that's usually a good sort of milestone to go for. If you're playing on standard speed, you want to have your National College by turn 100. If you're playing on Epic, you want to have it by turn 150. So obviously, if you're playing on Marathon, you want to have it by turn 300. Warsaw has grown. Again, we've knocked another turn or two off. You're working a production tile. You're actually working a couple of production tiles. While we're building the National College, 16 turns until growth, 12 turns until growth, 1 turn longer. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Knocks 1 turn. It adds 1 turn to the National College, but it knocks 4 turns off the speed at which the city grows. So I'm happy with that. You've now got the iron up and running. While you're here, well, actually, no. Let's go over here and let's get the sheep done. I know we do want to get the stone, but let's get the sheep because that'll allow us to build the ducal stables. And then we can concentrate on the stone. We are going to need to get some fishing boats out at some point. There's just so much stuff. We've got such a huge to-do list of things that we need to get built. Don't need open borders with you. We're up to 34 science per turn. And then hopefully soon we're going to be able to grab ourselves a academy at some point. We can actually start working a science slot. So what have we got here? We have ourselves our first caravan. Where are you going to go? Well, let's have a look what our best trade route is. Our highest gold trade route would be Vodz to Beijing. Krakow to Beijing would only be 0.1 gold less. Saying ducats now. I've been playing EU4 too much. But let's go and change you to Lodz. It's probably slightly... Well, it's not really all that much safer. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. There's not going to be any barbarians in between. So we should be okay there. Get some money. Yeah, that's right, guys. Embark to move 1 flipping tile. That's not needed, is it? China's trading with us as well, so we are getting a little bit of gold coming from them in that direction. What's going on now? Pocatello has completed the Great Mosque. Krakow has grown. You are working that pasture, which again is another tile that we need to get upgraded. Probably going to need another worker at this point. We have our caravan. You are going to go to the highest gold, which is Beijing. So that's a bit more money in our pocket. You guys have arrived on the sheep, so we can get that pasture started. Question is it worth getting out 1 more worker? Because the problem that I normally have is I end up with too many workers and I end up struggling to find things for them to do. Looks like almost everybody is willing to buy iron. Am I willing? Do I want to give that iron away? I guess I could give some of it away. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Save some of it to make some swordsmen. Would you be willing to buy 3 of our iron? So what would it be? It's normally, I think it's 67, 135, 202 gold. Oh, because I put gold per turn. Yeah, that's not going to work. 202. Yeah, there we go. There's 202 gold. I think the math was right, but it's probably not. Okay, so there's some money in the bank. We'll continue building the roads. We've only got the 3 cities, so once we've got the roads done, they're done. As for another city, I don't think we've really got the room or the happiness to accommodate it. Anything that we try to do is just going to upset China. So we may have to concentrate on trying to take one of Brazil's cities. Salvador doesn't look nice. I think we really need to try and go to Rio. It's going to be difficult to attack from the sea because they have this sort of little cove here that we'd have to go into. So that makes life a little bit difficult. But no, we'll see what happens. You guys work on the pasture. That's going to take 11 turns. How are other things going in general? 5 turns for the National College. Might actually make some decent science. Obviously, we're now making additional production from the marble now. It's not just food and gold. We get 2 production from that, which is really nice. Well, nothing we can do there. Let's go on again. 20 gold per turn, 700 gold in the bank. Now, we definitely want to have money in the bank because we're going to want to be able to get the AI to fight each other. Looks like Babylon's actually settled a little tiny city down here next to Rome. That's probably going to annoy Rome. We definitely need to try and get Pocatello fighting somebody, but we need somebody that's actually strong enough to take the fight to them. Probably England. Would you be willing to declare war on Pocatello? Actually would. It's quite expensive though. She's looking at sort of 20-something gold per turn. That is expensive. What about the other way around though? Would you be willing to declare war on England? No, he's not willing to do that. What about China? Not too sure how strong China is. Would you be willing to declare war on Pocatello? No. Would Pocatello be willing to declare war on China? No. Okay. Well, maybe we'll have to leave our sort of political stirring until we've got a few more bits of influence in place. I'm quite surprised that the Shoshone weren't willing to attack China, given the fact that China's gone and dropped China's forward settled them. So I'm very, very surprised there. We've discovered mathematics. And again, there's nothing else that we can do. Now, we are working currency. Once we get into civil service, we'll be into another era, which means we'll get ourselves another social policy. Now, obviously, this is the thing as Poland. We will get extra social policies, so it's difficult to know where we're going to spend them all. I'm not going to go over the hill with the road. I think we'll go around it because we need to go this way anyway. Actually, I guess it doesn't make any difference. It'll take 1 turn more, but you can just build straight across there. So I guess it makes sense to have roads on the hills because at least that way you can move over them more quickly. We've completed the granary. There's absolutely no point getting a guild here because it's not going to have the food to really work specialist slots. I guess grabbing a lighthouse would be useful, but we haven't stretched out to the fish yet, so it's a little bit pointless. Let's go ahead and get a shrine, because it's relatively quick. After the shrine, we can probably work... Well, we'll be able to work on the ducal stables after the shrine, but we can't queue it up yet because the pasture isn't finished. So we'll have to wait for that one. How are we doing on that National College? 1 turn away, so it'll be turn 143 for the National College. And 5 turns, Warsaw will grow in size. So that's the National College done. And what do we want to build here now? I guess we want to get the ducal stable. We do have at least one... what do we call it? At least one pasture. We're probably going to want a lot of these things. We'll probably want the circus as well, because it's happiness. So ducal stable, into circus. And then I think we're going to go for a barracks, so we can start getting some more units out. You guys are still working on the road, so let's carry on with that. We might have to use some of our money and just like buy a worker or buy a unit or two. At least we've got the option of doing that. We are still a caravan short. I'm actually catching up with Rome in terms of score. Not by a great deal, but I'm definitely catching them up. Antwerp and Brazil now allies. Brazil, the only person that possibly plays a more passive game than I do most of the time. I could still sell the rest of my iron, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to be able to get some swordsmen at some point. In fact, after civil service, we probably want to go into ironworking just so we can upgrade to swordsmen, because I think the warriors are a little bit obsolete now. 1 turn away from VODs growing in population. 2 turns on Warsaw. 11 turns on Krakow. So there we go. We've discovered currency. VODs has grown. So let's go and deal with that. Now you've decided to go and work the iron, which is not a bad idea. It is a production tile. I'm not going to go bother buying the wheat because we're going to get that in 11 turns anyway, so we'll allow that to stretch to there. So we'll go on to the next turn then. 8 turns until civil service, and then we might be able to get our unit back. Caesar has completed the statue of Zeus. Okay, he's going to stop pulling away from me in terms of score again now. I would get Rome to try and attack Pocatello, but I don't think Rome's up to the job, if I'm honest. Would you be willing to declare war on Pocatello? Yeah. Oh, that's the thing. Rome's normally willing to declare war on anybody. So we're looking possibly 10 gold per turn or more. No, I wouldn't give him any more than 15. We don't desperately need it to happen. Oh, it looks like Krakow's actually stretched to that tile anyway. So we can, instead of working the production, because it's 40 turns to grow, 4 turns for the shrine, that doesn't slow the shrine down any. It does, down to 5 turns. But that's definitely a lot quicker. And we do have a granary here as well, so that works on the wheat for us. Yeah, okay, I'm good with that. What about Krakow? I suppose you're a little bit upset now that you can't work that. You'll be fine. 1, 2, 3. You'll reach the horses, but you won't get the cattle. That's unfortunate, but it'll be okay, I think. Yeah, definitely going to need to get some of the AIs attacking each other, but they need to get a little bit stronger. China's actually dropping down the ranks at the moment. It's a little bit worrying. Gold. We have the second most gold. We're only just behind Spain in terms of wealth. And remember, Spain have that national ability where if they discover a wonder, they get a bonus to the amount of gold that they get from it, or something like that. I can never remember what it is. What is it? Spain. Gold bonus for discovering a natural wonder. Bonus is enhanced if you're the first to discover it. So every time they... I can't remember how much it is, but every time they discover a natural wonder, they get like 100 or 200 gold or something ridiculous like that. And if they're the first person to discover it, they get like twice the amount or something ridiculous like that. So Spain can get a lot of gold. So it wouldn't surprise me if they found one. I don't think we've actually found a single natural wonder yet on this game. I don't recall finding one. We may have. I just don't recall it. Which I suppose means we've got all of the useless water ones. We've probably got the... oh, there's Quebec down there. We've probably got the Great Barrier Reef, which is probably somewhere so far off the coast it can't be worked. It's probably also got one of the mountains. I can't remember which one it is. There's a few ones that tend to appear out in the middle of the sea. This isn't even our free policy here. We can't grab rationalism yet because we're not in the Renaissance era. We could go for exploration to get production in the coastal cities. That's probably the best thing for us. Oh, we're not even in the medieval era yet, which is a real pain. We're about to hit it, which means I've got to spend in another place that I don't really want to right now. Is any of these worth unlocking? Well, barbarians aren't really a problem. One culture in every city is better than nothing. Improves the civilization's ability to generate culture. What's the opening thing? I can never remember. Adopting allows you to get great writers, artists and musicians 25% faster. Well, that could definitely be useful with Brazil in the game. So we'll do that, but then when we hit the medieval era, we're going to start working down towards the maritime infrastructure and get the +3 production in coastal cities. That's done. So we'll go and get at least one of these stone, and then we'll go over there and start working on the wheat. And we've got time for one more turn here, I think. Got quite a lot of stuff that we need to upgrade, but it's not too bad. 31 turns away from the possibility of getting a pagoda. Pocatello has completed Angawet. He's really pumping out those wonders. What does he have at the moment? We can actually find out if we just go and mouse over one of his cities, I think. So he's got the Great Library, Colossus, the Oracle, the Hanging Gardens, Angkor Hagia Sophia, Chichen Itza, and the Great Mosque of Jen. So he's actually got 8 wonders. Only got 3 cities, though. 28 techs. Still quite a bit ahead of me. What are we on in terms of number of techs? Well, we're still the worst. We definitely need to start catching up. Getting the National College is going to help. I know I said that was going to be the last turn, but, well, it is actually. I'm just trying to get everything ready. So we're 1 turn away from getting a temple, 2 turns away from getting a shrine here. We'll be finished the circus in 2 turns, and then we'll be working on the barracks. I still feel in... I wouldn't like to say I feel confident, but I don't feel like I'm overwhelmed right now. I don't feel that I'm in a position where I don't have a chance. Certainly no more than I felt in other games. I've certainly played a few on Immortal, and even before that on Emperor difficulty, where I've been at this point in the game and I've thought, I'm so far behind, I'm just never going to be able to win. I just can't catch up. And then I do manage to turn it around and win. So it is possible. We'll see how it goes. It has been a journey, a learning experience. But there's always that possibility that I do sell myself short a little bit when I play these games sometimes. I don't think I'm doing as well as I am. But there again, I don't want to be overconfident and cocky and say, yeah, I'm going to win. And then, suddenly have everyone declare war on me like they did in one of my previous games and I just get wrecked 5 videos in. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Civilization 5 on Deity difficulty. I'll see you guys next time. And until then, goodbye for now.